Good morning, student. Welcome back again to our new normal class. By the way, I am Jocelyn M. Baez, your subject teacher in ICT 10 Computer Hardware Servicing. Before we will proceed to our discussion for this morning, let's have a short review. What is entrepreneurial competencies? Entrepreneurial competencies is referred to the important characteristics that should possess by an individual in order to perform entrepreneurial functions effectively. There are 9 important characteristics, traits, attributes of a good entrepreneur. First, we have hardworking. Second, self-confidence, discipline, committed, creative, ability to accept change, has the initiative, profit-oriented, and lastly, people skills. And there are two important skills of a successful entrepreneur. First, we have planner, and lastly, decision making. These are our objectives for today's lesson. First, we have explain product development. Second, understand key concepts of developing a product. And lastly, explain finding value. Our topic for today is all about product development, key concepts of developing a product, and lastly, finding value. After setting your own personal goals and targets in achieving the objectives of this module, you will have the opportunity to read and learn more about environment and market. You will also be given a chance to do practical exercises and activities to deepen your understanding of the topic. What is product development? When we talk about product development, we are referring to a process of making a new product to be sold by a business of enterprise to its customers. Product development may involve modification of an existing product or its presentation, or formulation of an entirely new product that satisfies a newly defined customer's needs, wants, and or a marketplace. The term development in this module refers collectively to the entire process of identifying a market opportunity, creating a product to appeal to the identified market, and testing, modifying, and refining the product until it becomes ready to production. There are basic, yet vital questions that you can ask yourself about product development. When you find acceptable answers to them, you may now say that you are ready to develop a product and or render services. There are 3 questions here. Okay, let's answer the 3 questions here. First, we have for whom are the products or services aimed at? So for whom are the products or services aimed at? To the customers or target market. Second, what benefit will the customers expect from products or service? Customer expect an experience that is personal, as if they want to speak to someone that is polite, calm, and knowledgeable. They want to be treated with respect. If they had the knowledge in the first place, they would not be calling you. Third, we have how will the product or service differ from the existing brand, from its competitor? Creating a product that is different from the competition is important, but in order to make sure your product sells, you will need customer reviews. In addition, needs and wants of the people within an area should also be taken into big consideration. Everyone has her own needs and wants. However, each person has different concepts of needs and wants. Needs in business are the important things that an individual cannot live without in a society. These include: first, we have basic commodities for consumption. Second, clothing and other personal belongings. Third, we have shelter, sanitation and health. And lastly, we have education. Basic needs are essential to an individual to live with dignity and pride in the community. These needs can obviously help you to generate business ideas and subsequently to product development. Wants are desires, luxury and extravagance that signify wealth and expensive way of living. Wants or desires are considered above all the basic necessities of life. Some examples of wants or desires are fashion, fashion accessories, expensive shoes and clothes, travels, eating, eating in an expensive restaurant, watching movies, concerts, having luxurious cars, wearing expensive jewelry and perfume, living in expressive homes, among others. Needs and wants of people are the basic indicators of the kind of business that you may engage in, because it can serve as the measure of your success. Some other points that might be considered in business undertakings are the kind of people, their needs, wants, lifestyle, culture, and tradition, and their social orientation. To summarize, product development entirely depends on the needs and wants of the customers. Another important issue to deal with is the key concept of developing a product. The succeeding topic shall enlighten you about the procedure in coming up with a product. Next, we have concepts of developing a product. Concept development is a critical phase in the development of a product. In this stage, the needs of the target market are identified and competitive products are reviewed before the product specifications are defined. The product concept is selected along with an economic analysis to come up with an outline of how a product is being developed. Okay. In other words, product development refers to all of the stages involved in bringing a product from concept or idea through market release and beyond. In other words, product development incorporates a product's entire journey, including identifying a market need, conceptualizing and designing the product. Concepts of developing a product. So, development is the big idea or generalization contained in the learning objectives. There are 8 stages the process of product development. First, we have identify customer needs. Using survey forms, interviews, researches, focus group discussions, and observation, an entrepreneur can easily identify customers' needs and wants. In this stage, The information that can be possibly gathered are product specifications, the performance, test, size, color, shape, lifespan of the product, or etc. This stage is very important because it would determine the product to be produced or provided. Second, we have established target specifications. Based on the customer's needs and reviews of competitive products, you can now establish target specification of the prospective new product and or services. A target specification is essentially a wish list. We have analyzed competitive products. It is imperative to analyze existing competitive products to provide important information in establishing product or service specifications. Other products may exhibit successful design attributes that should be emulated or improved upon in the new product or services. Next, we have generate product concept. After having gone through with the previous processes, you may now develop a number of product concepts to illustrate the types of products or service that are technically feasible and will best meet the requirements of the target specifications. Select a product concept. Through the process of evaluation between attributes, a final concept is selected. After the final selection, additional market research can be applied to obtain feedback from certain key customers. We have refined product specifications. In this stage, the product or services specifications are refined on the basis of input from the foregoing activities. Final specifications are the result of extensive study. Expected service life, projected selling price, among others, are being considered in this stage. Next, we have performed economic analysis. Throughout the process of product development, it is very important to always review and estimate the economic implications regarding development expenses, manufacturing costs, and selling price of the product or services to be offered or provided. And lastly, plan the remaining development project. In this final stage of concept development, you can prepare a detailed development plan which includes list of activities, necessary resources and expenses, and development schedule with milestone for tracking progress. What is finding value? People buy for a reason. There should be something in your product or service that would give customers a good reason to go back and buy more. There must be something that will make you the best option for target customers. Otherwise, they have no reason to buy what you are selling. This implies further that you offer something to your customer that will make them value your product or service. The value you incorporate in your product is called value proposition. What is value proposition? Value proposition is a valuable collection of the most persuasive reasons why people should notice you and take the action you're asking for. It is what gets people moving, what makes people spend for your product and or services. That's the end of our topic for this morning. If you have any questions, clarifications, you can contact my cell phone number 0905-1571448, or you can visit our GAITF link. Thank you and God bless.